Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is B. Avery here for another episode of Just My Opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And with this one right here, guys, we are talking BEL-AIR right now on Peacock, episodes 1 through 3. My goodness gracious, I cannot wait to talk about it. Did I love the show? Did I hate the show? Can you tell? Look at the smile on my face. But as you see, guys, I'm not by myself. I got my main man right here, Mr. OneTakeBigDog. What's good, my brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. It got hot in Texas, though, man.
I see. Well, go ahead and get used to it, man. That's how we live down here. So, man, thank you so much for being here, my brother. I really, really do appreciate it. I'm really, really excited that you're here, that we can talk about this BEL-AIR. I know you got your review posted already, and I haven't watched it, so I don't know how you feel about it. You don't know how I feel about it. We're both going into this blind. You may think the show sucks. You know what I'm saying? I may think it's the best thing ever in life, but we're definitely going to see. But guys, of course, this is going to be a spoilers recap. BEL-AIR, the first 3 episodes, is on Peacock right now for you to stream. The first episode is free, and then you have to get a subscription for the second and the third episode. And like I said, this is spoilers, and so I don't think you would be here. You saw the title of the video, you saw the thumbnail, so just want to let you know. We're going to spoil this thing up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it, so you have been warned. And you probably saying to yourself, well, it's Fresh Prince, it's BEL-AIR. I already know what happened. You know what I'm saying? We done seen the show 20, 30 years ago in the 90s. I mean, is there really anything to spoil? Well, we definitely going to talk about it. But before we do, if you love what me and OneTakeBigDog has to say, you can follow us both on social media. Our handle are on the screen right now. His information is in the description box of this video. And like always, if you head over to my channel tab, which is right here, he's on that first row, bam. His YouTube channel is right there. So go ahead and subscribe to his channel as well. On top of mine, if this is your first time here, and show both of us brothers some love. OneTakeBigDog, are you ready to get into this show, BEL-AIR?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
So, God, bro, I just got to tell you, I was wrong, man. I was wrong. When they first made this announcement back, I think it was August 2020, that they made this announcement that this show was coming. I was like, what? They're trying to remake the Fresh Prince of BEL-AIR, and Will Smith is involved. I'm like, Will, my brother, I love you. You're one of my favorites in the game. And this is a classic show. But what the hell are you doing, man?
Yes,
Leave this
sir.
alone,
Yes,
man. Has the well dried up? I mean, are you not doing well at the box office? I know Jada doing her red table talk. What are you thinking, man? What are you thinking? But then I saw the trailer. And I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We may have a winner on our hands. And one sec, I saw the first episode, man, and I say this with no exaggeration. And it may just be me because I may not watch a lot of television or something like that. But my brother, I have not been more entertained in my entire life. This is like one of the best TV shows that I have seen in quite some time. Bro, I was smiling from ear to ear. I was at the edge of my seat. I was gasping. I was doing all kinds of stuff, bro. I love this show. I love this series. This is on fire to me. This show right now is my #1 priority on my channel. You know, that's how much I'm into this show right now. I guess you disagree. So I've been hogging the mic for 2 or 3 minutes now. So I'm gonna pass to you. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let us know how you feel.
No. See, no. It ain't that. It's just I didn't know you would be that enthused about.
Okay.
I watched the show and I was just like, okay. I didn't know you would feel that strongly about this, though. Let me tell you right now. I remember when they did the little fan made trailer that came out, and I'm like, okay, oh, that's cool. Yeah. But then when they announced the show, I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, the trailer was cool. I don't need no whole show now.
Right.
And so when the actual trailer for this show came out, I was just like, I didn't watch it. So my first time seeing anything from this was me actually watching the show.
Oh, wow. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
And I'm not going to lie to you, B. I wanted to hate it. Oh, I'm not going to lie. I wanted to hate it. Will, I said this a million times, Will Smith, my favorite actor. He's my hero, one person in the world I really look up to. Fresh Prince of BEL-AIR is my favorite TV show of all time.
Real talk, yeah.
So I'm like, no, it can't be good. There's no way it can be good. Man, I think I was halfway through the first episode. I was standing up cheering. I said, that's my
Bruh.
boy. I said, they got me.
Yes.
They
Yes.
got me.
Yes.
It had an uphill battle to climb, but man, it climbed the hell out of it.
It sure did, man. Seriously. And there's really nothing I can complain about it. But I want to say this right here, man. Some of the first marketing that I saw from the show was this image right here. And I gotta say, man, this don't look too hot. That looks kind of whack to me. This looks kind of goofy. I'm like, what are they doing? This show is gonna suck, man. Like, Will, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But man, that is a completely different vibe from this dude right here, man. I mean, and this is the first thing he's ever done before. Jabari Banks is his name.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, bro. I gotta get to the story and know what's going on with this dude right here, because he is very, very talented. Not only is he able to emulate Will Smith, the character Will from the show, but he adds his own style, his own swag, his own flavor to it. You know, and I love that, man. I mean, look at his filmography. Nothing. He has done nothing before. And so I know the information is out there as far as like how, you know, this show came into fruition, and, you know, with all the execs, producers, studios trying to have a bidding war and stuff like that. But I just finished episode 3. I just had to jump on her with you real quick, like, hey man, I'm ready if you are, because, you know, I'm about to bust out at the seams with so much. I love the show. And the thing about it is, the original show, that was more of a comedy. You know, it had its dramatic elements to it, which, you know, still some of the best TV. When Will's dad left, and, you know, Carlton overdosing on drugs, and the sex scene, and, you know, all of this stuff, you know, gang violence, et cetera, et cetera. But this is more of a drama.
Yeah.
You know, they are giving us the same show, but a completely different perspective, you know, paying more attention to the stuff that they didn't shine on that much in the original show, but giving more light in this show right here. And bro, I didn't know that this was rated R or rated mature, because they dropping F-bombs left and right. You know what I'm saying? Carlton is over here sniffing, what is it, Xanax, because for his anxiety. Yeah, man. Like, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. You know, so it's, bro, this is like really entertaining. And what I'm really loving about the show, man, is like, you know, we saw 3 episodes. They're very episodic, but it's also serialized as well, which I love. And the whole entire cast I love, but they are really, really paying a lot of attention and detail to West Philly and how things popped off and how he went to BEL-AIR. In the original show, I mean, it was the intro song, and then we had like a little episode or two to like flash on it. But this, and even like the little Easter eggs, like he was telling his story in the first episode to somebody. He was like, yeah, I got in a little fight. My mom got scared. And then I was like, oh, fire. You know what I'm saying? I think it was in episode 2. The way he was, he turned the jacket inside out. I was wondering when he went to BEL-AIR Academy, like, okay, is he gonna flip the jacket inside out? And the way they did it, bro, was so organic. And like, just the editing. I mean, the mustard got real bad on his blazer, and as soon as he turned it around, like it's like slowed down, and the music came on. That was one of a cheer out moments for me, right there. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm loving this. But again, man, I feel like I'm hogging on mic. I mean, I'm passing to you. Like, tell me, is there anything that you didn't like in the show so far? Also, I mean, just have the floor is yours. Okay, just tell me how you feel, the good, the bad, the everything. I'm so curious to know.
I'm gonna get to the bad, because there are a couple things, and it's not necessarily with the show itself, as far as storylines or actors or anything. It actually has more to do with some of like the stuff that the people who behind the camera didn't pay attention to. Okay. For example, there was a scene where you know, when Carlton pushes Will into the pool when he's talking to Lisa. Right. Well, if you notice, when he was pushing to the pool, he had on the Jordan 7s. When he lands in the pool, he has on the Jordan 1s. And he kept going back and forth between both shoes. I was just like, okay, y'all slipping, okay? And then I literally posted about it today on TikTok, and it's almost had like 1 million views on there. It was the basketball scene. He's going up for a layup off one leg, but it like cuts in the middle of that, and he's jumping off 2 legs and he windmills it. I'm like, okay. And it was a couple other scenes in the basketball game where when they first called a timeout and they go into the huddle, You look at the score was 58-55. They come out of the huddle and look back at the scoreboard. I mean, it was 58-55 with 20 seconds. You come out of the huddle, you look back at the score, it's 58-60 with 15 seconds. I'm like, those are like small little details. That
My goodness, Inspector Gadget, but okay, go ahead. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Keep going, keep going.
It just don't, but those are like
little nitpicks,
minor details, but at the same time, you have to like catch those things, especially on a show like this. Now, the thing I'm loving is I love how much him and Carlton despise each other.
Oh yeah.
Now. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's the same way the show played out, the sitcom played out, but this time you just can tell it's a lot more harsher. Because like Carlton was he was an asshole in the show when we first met him, but this one just seems to be at another level.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the guy's name off the top of my head, but bro, he is great as Carlton, and and here's the thing I love about it. I know I despise him right now, but by the end of this show, I know he's gonna be one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Because even when the whole locker room scene when he just letting the white dude say that,
yeah,
I'm like, wait a minute, bro.
Yeah.
What is happening right now? You tripping? We'll come through, check. It's just
performances are great.
Different dynamic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, and even how he first leaves feeling, you brought it up. Like that one little fight, my mom got scared, bro. That was something serious. You over there, you don't put a gun on a D boy,
bruh.
And the thing I loved about that was it's Will's fault.
Yes.
Will didn't have to go to the Trey, who in the show, in the sitcom was actually played by Don Cheadle, and like he was the one who used to take up for Will. Yeah. But in this case, it was a little bit different. They both were just hoopers. And Will like, oh no, man, I wouldn't feel it. I'm like, bro, Will, chill out. Like,
sit your ass down, bro.
D1 recruit.
Yes.
You don't need to go prove something to some dude who like chill on a block.
Bruh. For what? I'm over here like, what are you doing? Was you idiot? God damn it! I'm screaming, but I love it though. And
yeah,
I'm trying. And I was like, Brandon, man, like, don't blow a blood vessel. You know what I'm saying? Like, relax. And I was trying to be like, okay, Brandon, you're an adult now. You know what I'm saying? This is a child. This is a teenager that don't know nothing. So of course they're gonna be stupid as hell. But then I'm thinking to myself, I was like, no, B, you had a more common sense than that. You know what I'm saying? There was plenty of times to where you could have walked this way on the street, but you was like, you know what? I don't want that energy tonight. I'm gonna go this way. Seriously, plenty of time. I have avoided so many fights from 17 to 20 years old, 21 years old, because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take route B than A. But I was feeling you, man. You right, 100%. It was his fault, man. I'm just like, what? I mean, you're trying to prove yourself. And then you didn't throw the ball, but you're talking shit to the D boy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you just mad? Get the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the respect. Get the 2 stacks. Get the 2 G's and take your behind home. And he just want to do all this, and then to run and get the gun, bro. I almost took my glasses off and broke them. I was so upset. I'm like, moron. But I gotta say, I was surprised because Will, at least he can back up his mouth. Now, I'm not saying you should necessarily praise that, but at the very least, he's not a coward, because he was swinging. He's been swinging off on everybody in the show.
He really is.
I mean, just everybody. You look at him wrong, he gonna deck you in the face. I'm like, bruh, stop it. Stop it. But I'm loving it at the same time, man. And the threat is real. It's not some corny basketball beef. Like, it feels real. It feels genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the way it's playing out as far as the performances, the acting, the whole set, the whole production is just flawless, man. And that was just a great way to start out the show and get you hooked, as you obviously see we are, So what else you got?
More on like that opening scene with like the D boy. The thing about it, we're definitely swinging on any and whoever, okay? But his friend was getting jumped.
Yeah.
And like, I guess it is. I just kind of think like, what you do in that situation, you grab the gun, you shoot it up. But here's my only thing. I'm like, Will, why did you point it at him?
I was just about to say that, bro.
Like, you had no reason to point it at him.
Yeah,
like
zero.
Oh,
I mean,
my
it was 72 people on the court, and you want to be the last people. I'm like, damn, you can't escape. Like, I mean, like running with everybody else. Like, you know, but he's young. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
He is
You
that.
know, but
He is that.
you know, so I was trying not to get frustrated. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Somebody that I want to focus, well, not necessarily focus on, but you did bring up is I despise him too. Oli Sholatan. Nigerian actor. I've never heard of this brother before, but I love that I don't like him. Because I mean he's fulfilling the role as he should, you know. You know, he's doing a great job. Have you heard of him before?
Oh, no, not into this. I never heard of him before.
Okay, well, he's definitely on my radar. And I mean, I like there's not anybody that I don't like in the whole entire cast. I mean, I love them all. Jazz, Jeffrey, everybody, you know.
Yeah.
I
We didn't
mean,
get
they
a lot
all
of Ashley though.
we didn't, and I hope we do. Akira Akbar. Where is she from? Where do we know her from? Are you familiar with her? I guess I can look her up because she looks familiar. Let me see. Oh, I done clicked the wrong button again. But here she is. Damn, it keep on doing that. As soon as I'm about to click it, the page skips or whatever. But let's see who we have right here. Akira Akbar. Oh, this was Monica Rambeau and Captain Marvel.
Wait. Really? The dog?
Yeah. Akira Akbar or Akbar.
Okay.
BEL-AIR, Ashley Banks. Yeah, I knew she looked familiar. Yeah, Monica Rambeau in the 2009, was it 2019 movie? That came out in 2019, Captain Marvel. It's right here on my face. Yeah, Captain Marvel 2019. Yeah. Yeah, she I like, you know, she was in I'm finna say she was in episode 2. She was in each episode. But in episode 2 at the dinner, not the dinner table, but the breakfast table, where Hillary, and we got to talk about Hillary. Definitely. Yeah, she's gorgeous, man. I kind of like the little clapback that she had, like kind of between her mom and it wasn't rude or disrespectful. She kind of just had a comment to agreeing with her sister. And I'm sorry, man, but like, are you typing on the keyboard or something? I kind of heard like a little clickety clack.
Man, I was about to ask you the same thing, bro.
Okay, I don't hear it no more.
Do you hear it again though? What?
Yeah, I just heard it again. What, you know what that is?
I don't know what that is. It's not no click. I think it I don't want to.
Oh, I don't hear it no more. So I don't. Maybe he was leaning on something. But do you have a favorite character so far?
I would probably, man. I'm probably gonna say Will, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's Will for sure.
Yeah. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. You know what? I'm thinking that the guy that's playing, there it is again. The guy playing Jeffrey is I don't know, for some reason I think he can fight. I think he can box. I think he's some type of stealth assassin or something like that. What you think?
Man, he really looked like he could throw down. He player though. Like he's super player.
Yeah. I wish we kind of had a little bit more from him too. But I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll get a little more. There's like a big mysterious element to him that I'm really eager to figure out. But let me ask you this, man. Something that kind of really bugged me about Will's character is he's going after Lisa. I just think that's really messed up. Like, you know, that's your cousin Carlton ex, and you know, you kind of pushing up on her. I don't know. That just kind of shaded to me. And I hope they address that. Do you agree or disagree? Look like you disagree.
Listen. Check me out. I agree, but at the same time, it's like, you know how certain situations be like certain homeboy girls are completely off limits, right? And I think that's kind of like the situation you're looking at, probably with like Will and Carson. But considering the fact that him and Carson ain't close at all, so it's just kind of like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that, man, but it's still messed up.
Because it's messed up. I ain't gonna say
they living under the same, house, they living under the same roof, you know, and so I don't know. That just kind of really bothers me, you know, and it needs to be. I mean, I think, I don't know why it hasn't come up. That's just it needs to come up in some form of dialogue in some way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
I actually was thinking that during, because I guess that is one of the things I say I didn't necessarily like. I'm like, we already got Lisa. I'm like, man, and she used to talk to Carter. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, B. I wanted Will to be out here in BEL-AIR pulling all the girls. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
wanted to see like that player type that he was, and like to like the extreme levels. Is this like a drama? I mean, we know he pulled a lot in like the show. I mean, he had literally just about every popular black female superstar in Fresh Prince. Like they cameoed in one way or another. So I think like, man, he has to be able to like, and we see a sprinkle of it. When like before the game, the girls come up to me like, "Good luck tonight, Will."
Right,
I'm like,
right.
all right, there we go. You know what I'm saying? But he's sitting at the table with Lisa. You feel me? So I'm just like, you need to get off that real quick, Will. You know what I'm saying? Get off that and go out here. You in BEL-AIR. You in Cali. Like, live a little.
Right. I mean, we'll see. I think that's coming though. He's gonna get his popularity and fame and all that good stuff. I'm not worried about that. But I will say, even though I think it's messed up what he's doing with Lisa, they do have good chemistry on screen. I do like that.
Yeah.
I mean, and just little details. I mean, I think every time we see her, she has a different hairstyle as well, and it's cute. You know, it's just something else I noticed. Now, of course, rest in peace, James. Oh, that's not James Avery. I thought I had it. There, here we go. Rest in peace, James Avery.
Rest in peace.
You know, rest in peace, big Uncle Phil. But how are you feeling about the new Uncle Phil and how he's doing so far?
I hate how good he is.
Oh yeah,
man, I hate how good he is. And like he really delivered on that dynamic of like, I really don't want this kid here. We got some other things going like that. Like it's kind of bigger than him right now. And I really want to know. I feel like there's a lot more to like Will's story with his father this time around.
Yeah.
And because they hinted towards it in some way. I think there's something big, a big reveal gonna come with that. And I'm ready to see. But man, the way we already seeing that effect that Will has on like the family. Okay, like because that was the biggest thing about the Fresh Prince. They rubbed off on him, and he rubbed off on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're seeing that immediately with his relationship with Uncle Phil because the way he saved them at the I think it was the Capitol meeting at the Crawfish Bowl.
Right.
I said, yeah. He breaking down that barrier. And when he was talking to him, when Phil was talking to him at the court, I'm just like,
yeah.
Damn, they got
another Kodak moment. Yeah, they really do. Yeah, they really do. I like how he did it too because he was like, Will kind of gave him a challenging question, just like, okay, hey, look how you living. What are the rest of us supposed to do? And he was like, well, I don't know what everybody else is supposed to do, but I know we're not supposed to give up or something like that. I was like, man, that's the perfect line. That is the perfect thing to say for Uncle Phil, you know, to come through and just give that perfect advice, you know, that we all remember from the first show as well, because. Like I said, even though it was a comedy, that first original shows did have its dramatic elements, and you know I see that that's coming through tenfold, and this one as well, and I'm loving that as well. And so, and now Hillary, how are you feeling about Hillary?
Hillary is exactly who I expect Hillary to be in today's time. It like exactly who I expect her to be. It can be like. I think I think you can talk about the characters by themselves, obviously, but I think everybody has somebody to bounce off of to really like let you in on who they are. And I think Hillary, strong black woman, but at the same time you're looking at it like, okay, she's a strong black woman, but she's still living in the Oz, you know what I'm saying? But like she kind of like has these dreams and ambitions that she's not going to sacrifice her brand for some company for because she know it's worth more than that. So I like how she stands on all 10, you know what I'm saying, for what she believes in, even though that might not be the most ideal thing because she's still living in her parents' house, you know what I'm saying, kind of like getting off with their money a little bit.
Did you think she was out of pocket the way she kind of blasted on that their company on social media like that on Instagram?
I did.
Yeah, I did too. I was kind of surprised seeing the mother's friends kind of react that way. You know, towards the end. Yeah, like, oh yeah, go girl. I was like, wait a minute. I mean, like, yeah, I'm glad that she kind of, you know, standing her ground and sticking to her own, but you know, that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. You know, I mean, there was a better way to go about it, in my opinion. And so, you know, I don't know about that, but and guys, if you're watching this, this is, of course, this is not live. This is recording. Let us know in the comment section or the scrolling chat, you know, what you think about this as well. We're both very, very curious to hear all of your thoughts. And bro, she is very attractive, man. She is fine as hell. I didn't like her at first when she was just popping up like, oh yeah, I'm on the gram, y'all. You know, that, you know, I was like, ah. But after that, when we got to know her personality just a little bit, she you know, made Will feel more comfortable, you know, gave him Carlton suits and all that. You know, I was like, okay, you know, I can dig it. I like her a lot more. I mean, I like the original Hillary too, but I just kind of like her a lot more than, you know, what we got back in the 90s. You know, just, I mean, I was gonna say there's more depth, but there's more depth across the board. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, how you feel about that?
Hold on. Do I got echo? You can hear me good? All right. Well, yeah. Oh, man. Hold on. What was the question again? I figured it out.
About Miss Coco Jones here, you know, like her portrayal of Ashley. I would just, not Ashley, but Hillary. I was just saying, like, I like the depth that comes with her, but there's depth all across the board. But you know, just if you had any more likes to takeaways from Miss Coco Jones over here, Miss Hillary Banks, I was just kind of curious on your thoughts.
Yeah, because I think I just gonna keep going back to like the sitcom, but I think that's kind of what you have to do, because you're looking at them, how the characters were then, and because I think all those characters develop over time, but I think you immediately get to see like the layers of these people, of these characters. Now, Coco Jones, she was fantastic. I think when she first saw Will, she said, "Hey, you guys, this is my cousin." I thought that was something she was just technically doing for social media, but we quickly saw it like, nah, this ain't just for that. Like, nah, I actually like this guy. I'm feeling like, you know, get him fresh, go to the party, you know, I'm looking out for him. Like, Hillary used to be like very, very superficial. I think this one is a different way of doing things. She definitely still, you know, rich, and her life is a lot different for most people. But like, I think she's also really in tune with the culture as well, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though, to me, I think Will probably connect with her the most. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
hey,
definitely.
like she got her like ear to the streets. I feel like.
Yeah, about that, when you said connect to the culture, I liked at the very end, or at the end of episode 3, when they were conversing about the way she responded on social media. She said, one of the Vivian's friends said, I love how this younger generation is not afraid to stand up to like little subtle pieces of racism that we I forgot the exact word she used, but that we ingested, I think, over time. I was so surprised they put that in there, especially coming from the character that said it, because I'm assuming they're a boomer. And you know, like, I just thought that would be offensive, because I've heard people say, man, the boomer class, the ones that messed us up and stopped the struggle, you know, and so for them to put that in the show like that and acknowledge it, I was just kind of surprised and taken aback. I don't know how you feel about that, but that is just something that just really stood out to me. So please comment on that below as well. Do you remember that scene, and did that mean anything to you at all? Because that was another standout scene to me.
Yeah. I was actually surprised to hear it too, because I was just like, okay, wow. But at the same time, I also really, really liked it to like, because a lot of times I think the generation now gets a lot of like flack for like the things that they do, and I appreciate seeing somebody from like the previous generation acknowledging um what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And like the path that we're taking, that is a lot different from the ones, and it's not somebody who just like, well, you should have. Sometimes you got to just like, you know, pick your battles or something like that. Those little subtle things that people often try to say, like, nah, I'm happy. Like we didn't do that. Our group that came up, we didn't do that. So I like the way that y'all just so free and open, and not taking anything from anybody. I like that they acknowledge that.
Yeah. And now let me switch back over to Carlton real quick, which was kind of funny. I thought they was gonna put this in there as a joke, but for one thing, it's funny that he is always walking in at the wrong moment and sees Will stealing all the shine. It's kind of funny, but hey, man, step your game up. You can't be jealous, you can't be envious. But when Will was about to take the game winning shot in the game, and Carlton walked in, bro, and he was high out of his mind, I thought they was gonna take it back to the original show where he ran on the court and stole the ball and tried and threw it up there and missed off. I thought they was gonna redo that, bro. I would have died laughing. But nah, he came in, and that was just kind of messed up. His parent, he filing out at the game, getting cussed out. His parents supposed to go see him. They're like 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. So, I mean, he tripping, but he's still young at the same time. So, I can understand his frustration, but I don't agree. But man, I don't know. I kind of just thought that was funny. I thought he was gonna throw the basketball like in the original show. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah, that's one of the most iconic scenes ever. Like
Yeah.
that's the image you use when you. That's when you let your people know you just shot your shot at somebody and you missed. You use that picture
Right on. Exactly. But man, how you feel about his drug use, man, and him, sniffing whatever the hell it was. It's not crack cocaine, but I think it's Xanax or something like that. Also, Lisa knows about it, and also your boy Connor. Like they kind of resolved that kind of quickly. The drugs being in Will's backpack, but he didn't want to snitch on his friend. He loyal to these white people. Let them say the N word, let them say nigga. He knows that Connor dropped the drugs in Will's bag. He don't want to say nothing. And he's getting high on his own supply or whatever as well. I'm being silly, but I mean, I don't know. I think they're gonna take this Carlton character in ways I don't think anybody ever expected. I mean, nobody expected the show, but I'm surprised already with how far they're taking them.
Yeah, the whole drug use thing is pretty crazy to me. But I'm looking at it like this. Man, I've seen these kids on Euphoria use more drugs than anybody. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Then I think about where they at. Bro, it's California. I don't put anything California, rich suburban neighborhoods, man. Them, bro. This might sound terrible, bro. But if I was to ever, this is old me, okay? This is old high school me talking. If I ever wanted to come up, bro, I'm gonna take an 8-ball and go straight to this little high school, this little white boy over there in the suburban area, because you go hit a lick out there, man. I'll just keep it real. So it ain't surprising, man. They probably got some. He doing like Adderall and Xanax and stuff. Ain't no telling what the rest of them kids probably doing, man.
Yeah.
You know how they parents never at home. Look at the big party they threw. Like, come on, man. They were all kind of drugs were being used there. So yeah, that ain't too surprising. But like the fact that they went into it this early with Carlton is one thing. I'm just like, oh my Carlton, you watch it, like you. But they also like talking about his anxiety and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, well, we really got a lot of different things, a lot of different layers to these characters. We really have to like uncover.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited about it, man. We're gonna get 2 seasons of this. If it continues on the wave it's on now, I hope we get even more. Because I'm loving it, man. And they keep on going back to West Philly and the threat there with the D boy. And he got his phone number, texting him, hey, you better be wearing a vest when we see you. His homeboy got shot. I mean, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place because he feels it is his fault. His homeboy getting shot while he up here, the Will Smith show shooting baskets while his homeboy is back bleed in the hospital beds. I am glad that he reached out to his friend twice though, to let him know that when he first pulled up to BEL-AIR, he was in the car in the Lexus that his auntie gave him, or let him drive or borrow. And he was really sincere on the phone. I'm loving that. And even right before that, I love the conversation that he had with Aunt Viv as well. These one-on-one conversations are dope. You spoke on the one that he was having with Uncle Phil at the court. The one he was having with Viv as well was pretty nice too. Mind you, don't let me forget one of my favorite scenes. I'm sorry, is when the power couple, when Uncle Phil and Viv went up to the school, and they was like, "Oh, can you talk about the investigation?" So you didn't watch the tapes? She was like, "You didn't watch the fucking tapes?" I was like, "Yes, I love it, bro. I loved all that." So yeah, Aunt Viv, she coming through pretty strong as well. And I mean, not in the first episode, but episodes 2 and 3, she really did show her strength. As a performer, as an actress, as a character. Miss Cassandra Freeman. How'd you feel about that though?
Yeah, yeah, and I love how Phil was like, man, you should have saw my baby in there. She let that boy have because like he just took a back seat, like, yeah, you don't play with no black mother, you don't like you
Right.
don't you just trying to throw my nephew away off nothing. I like that, and like, bro, her character is so good because one, she knows what Will's going through. She has the separation she has from Hillary. It seemed like the decision she had to make to get to where they at. To me, she seemed like the person she was holding Phil down. Probably why he was going through like law school and everything. And once Phil, got everything going, like she pretty much like started chilling. Man, it's so much that they're doing. But one of the things I gotta say though, man, that dope boy is really mad because if he finna go all the way to Cali just to get his lick, like he'll be like, man, you must have snitched. How did he snitch?
Right.
The police got there and he the one who had a gun.
Right.
Like you just was left on the scene. Like
Exactly.
I don't know what you mad at Will for. Like it's like the basketball hit you finna shoot him because the basketball hit you in the face and he pointed a gun at you. Like he really angry. Like it's ridiculous.
Pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. But yeah, man, I'm loving the show, man. I can't wait to episode 4. I hope you guys are loving it too. But y'all let us know. I mean, I love jazz. I can probably talk about this for another hour and a half, but I don't want it to be too long-winded. But before we head out of here, man, do you have any final thoughts on the show? Anything that you want to talk about that I forgot to mention? Please bring it up right now because I would love to hear about it.
I do have to mention Jazz because Jazz was like, and I know we gonna get more of them, but like I'm trying to see even how Jazz even gave him a ride. Was Jazz just chilling at because that's not an Uber or anything. Like the Jazz just chill like, hey man, I need a ride to this place. And Jazz like that, and I like when he go to the court with Jazz. And like Will just off, he like, bro, you don't have to tell me everything. You gotta tell me something. Like you see like the connection between them two immediately. And I just we really Jabbar Banks really is shining in this role because he really gives you like that guy who was from the hood and had it tough. Bro, when he found out, when they was ready to come in and Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil ready to come in and talk to him, and then they turned around and he was crying because his partner just got shot.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this guy, he's knowing how to emote, like him having to prove himself on a basketball court. I'm just like, I can't help but root for him, and that's the thing. I'm like I said, I wanted to hate it, but seeing this guy, I can't help but root for him and want all the best things to happen to him. Like you said, he's still wild for talking to his cousin. You know what I'm saying? Old girl, and especially since they had something that seemed like they were pretty deep. But so far, this joint has been incredible. Like as long as they don't keep up those little editing issues, I'm all for it, man.
Yeah, I'm confident people try to rip you up in the comments about that. Oh, you paying attention to the wrong stuff. Blah 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 blah. But hey, if you notice something, you notice something. So I'm checking right now. I got a comment on my trailer reaction. Somebody said, just watched all the episodes. It was straight fire. I hope they do this with Martin as well. Man, that'd be kind of crazy if they do. That would be kind of crazy. Hey, let us know if you want a Martin reboot as well. I don't know about that, but we'll have to see.
Have you seen the SNL Urkel joint? I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send it to you. It's like SNL that did it like a trailer. If Urkel had like a serious drama, that joint is hilarious, man.
I would love to. Yeah, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. But guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. This is just another episode of Just My Opinion. If you liked the video, please go ahead and give us a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. I would really, really appreciate it. Before we head out of here, though, OneTakeBigDog, what do you have going on your channel that you would like to promote to the good people out there?
Got this Peacemaker season finale review coming up this Thursday. So, and I'm pretty sure that I'm also have a video with you about that finale as well. I just uploaded a review to Marry Me, his new rom-com that's also on Peacock. I watched another rom-com today called "I Want You Back." I can't wait to get that review up to you guys because I love rom-coms, and that was a really good one. It's on Amazon Prime, so you guys get a chance, go check it out as well. And I have a couple trailer reactions. I did a reaction to the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. You guys go check that out because as somebody who was not looking forward to the film, that trailer right there definitely got your boy a lot more hype. And
Nice.
I have one for the DC little teaser they came out with last week as well. And I'm breaking down like what my prediction for those films and everything. And also my Euphoria content is always there for the people who love that show.
Already. And again, guys, he is on my channel tab right here on that first row. Check him out, Mr. OneTakeBigDog. I'm about to bring this up. 60% on Rotten Tomatoes, and the audience think it's a 76, and so we need to get that number up right there. But myself, I have some movie reviews and Euphoria, a couple of trailer reactions right here for Nope and Doctor Strange. I don't know why my separate videos for Euphoria are not. Anyway, I ain't gonna say all that, but check all this stuff out right here. And I have a ton of movie reviews that I'm going to be providing you guys pretty soon as well. And also, if you go to my home tab, scroll down here, Movie News Roundup Show, that says number 49. So the next one is going to be number 50, and that is going down this Sunday. What's the date? What is the date to be exact? Where is the calendar? That is going to be February the 20th at 6:30 p.m. CST, Central Standard Time. I'll see you there. That's all I got to say. But guys, again, I just want to thank you all so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, and that's OneTakeBigDog, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.